Well guys, this is one of those really odd situations that doesn't happen very often. It's where you see a vacuum cleaner in a pile of machines and your initial reaction is, oh yeah, I'll grab that, that'll do for, sorry, I thought that was the cat. That'll do for parts. I'll use that machine as a basis to do some other machines up. And then it turns out that this random cleaner that you found is actually something really special. It doesn't happen very often, but it has happened in this instance. So let's take a look at a very odd and I think very rare Electrolux Smart Vac. So yeah, this Smart Vac machine, it's here. Let me drag it up for you because this is one of the strangest cleaners I've ever seen, and I'm like really surprised at it. Now, when I did the video of the Electrolux Power System 1710, one of the comments on that video was from a guy in the States who said, "Oh, we had that machine as a Eureka." And it wasn't very good over here. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that cleaner looked like. And then I did some looking on Google and everything, and I couldn't find it. I could find no pictures of this Eureka cleaner that was apparently a power system. And it turns out that this is what that machine was. This Lux Smart Vac is a Eureka Smart Vac, and I didn't realise that at the time. I thought this was just going to be for parts. I swear to you, I thought this is just for parts. I can use it to do up the UK power systems, and that's it. End of. The rest of it will go in the bin, and we'll say no more about it. No. In the strangest turn of events, this, I think, is actually one of the rarest Electrolux uprights I own. And it's like, that is weird to say that. You look at this 90s piece of rubbish and you think, there's nothing. It's a power system that's been renamed as a Smart Vac. It's been given a different colour scheme and it's been flogged, and that's it. But no, what makes this so strange is that it was made in the USA. That is the really odd thing. So if I look on the back, I'm just going to move it around. And by the way, it's a lovely colour. I love this green. It is so nice. The green and black scheme is just beautiful. So I'm just going to go behind here. Here I am. Hello. So on the product sticker down here, it's got Made in USA Electrolux model Z1718, so 1718, or in this instance Z, I suppose, Z1718, and then the product number, and then over on the side here it's got the serial number. So going by the Lux style of serial number, this machine was manufactured in the 15th week of 1999. Now, as far as I know, power system production in the UK had ceased by that point. So this machine was made in the US in 1999 using a design from a UK machine, and then they made it in the States. They put a 240-volt motor in it and shipped it over to the UK to sell over here. It's like, what? Why would you do that? You've got the production facilities in this country to make these cleaners. Why would you make this in the US and then send it thousands upon thousands of miles to be sold in the UK? It's bizarre. It really is bizarre. And I swear to you, I have never seen one of these. This is the first and only Smart Vac of this style that I have ever seen in the UK. We did get some other Smart Vacs. I remember one I had once. It was a really odd thing. Again, I think it was American machine, where it had like a huge dial here where you could change the airflow between the floor and the hose. Massive, great big dial. That was a bagged machine, and it had like a power switch on the front here. It wasn't very good at all. It was not the best machine, but that must have been Eureka as well, because I am pretty sure that that was not made in the UK. So it's just bizarre, absolutely bizarre that someone should say on my comments, oh yeah, we had that as a Eureka. Then this funny thing that I thought, oh, it'll just do as a, you know, as a parts donor, turns out to be this machine that someone had mentioned, but made for the UK market when Electrolux already had the ability to make this cleaner in the UK. It's just, it's mental, frankly. I'd really like to ask you guys now, have you ever seen this machine in the UK? Have you got any paperwork for it? Have you got any leaflets for it? I did mean to check my leaflet stash. I am 99.9% sure that this machine is not in there anywhere. It's not listed. I have no record of it. I have no pictures, nothing. It is just here on my table. And it just randomly came in to be repaired at the place that Richie worked. I don't actually know what the story is with this. It's quite strange. I didn't have to do much of a clean-up job on this. And I plugged the machine in, it worked, it was fine. It burst into life, it sounded great. No problem at all. And in fact, the belt is perfectly fine. The belt is good. If I take the back door off, I've cleaned nothing in here. No cleaning at all. All I've done to it is just give it a slight scrub and a polish to the external plastics. Again, it's that textured plastic. It's really hard to clean. But yeah, I've done nothing inside. This bag is genuine Lux. It's brand new. There's no dirt in it. The motor filter, you can see there, is a nice white colour. There's no mess on it at all. You take off this panel here. Here's your exhaust filter. Again, hardly any use on it at all. As I say to you, I have changed nothing on this. Absolutely nothing. And it's interesting that it's lying to us as well. It says on the cage here, HEPA filter. You see it there. It says HEPA filter. That is not a HEPA filter. If anything, that's an S-class filter. It's not HEPA, so that's very naughty. I suspect they probably had some of these panels left over, and they thought, well, no one's ever going to ask, no one's ever going to check. Let's just slam these on these awful, awful machines, and then ship them off. This is very difficult to get in. I had trouble last time when I did the 1710. There we go, got it. But yeah, it's amazing. I cannot believe it. So this is definitely going to take pride of place here with its brothers. I've got one more to do actually. I've got the 1720 cyclonic system. That's the last one that needs work, and it's still in the garage out there. I've done two of them. There's one left to sort. But yeah, this is just really weird. Just so weird. It's quite a basic machine actually. It has no sort of special features of the other power systems. I'm looking over there because the two machines that I've got fixed up and ready are over there. So I've got the 1710 and the 1740 are over in that corner. So if anything, this machine is closer to the 1710 than any others, but it's actually cost reduced. And the reason I tell you it's cost reduced is if I just bring it down like so and I turn it over, they are large vacuum cleaners, I will say. I turn it over like that so you can see the handle. Oh, the creaking plastic is just creaks all the time because it's so cheap. it has the single speed on-off switch here, which is exactly the same as the 1710. But unlike the 1710, there's no bag full valve. As you can see here, there's just a little bit of green plastic that's blacked out the indentation here and the cutout for the bag full piston. So there's nothing like that on this cleaner. It is super, super basic. There's no special features at all, nothing. No power control, no bag full system, nothing. It is just a basic, bog standard, late 90s Electrolux upright. Unfortunately, there was no tools with this one. I really would have liked to have seen the tools, because they may have been slightly different. And as you can see here on the back, if I just move it that way, it's got yellow accents for where the user can store the tool. So I think it was, let me think, this side. So this side here would have had the crevice tool and the small brush. That would have been here. And then on this side, it would have been the two extension rods, which sort of go into each other to reduce length. And then it has this yellow carry handle, which is quite cool. The colour scheme is really quite cool on this cleaner. Yeah, it's really interesting. I really like it. Do you know, it's one of those things. I shouldn't like this at all. I should hate it. I should want to put it in the bin. But I actually really like it. Love the colour. Love the fact that it came from the States. And it works really well too. We'll obviously see it running soon. And it makes, and again, like these graphics here on the front, if I try and turn it around, I need to be able to read them as well. So you've got Smart Vac. Sadly, the V is slightly damaged here. The paint has been scraped off. So we have onboard tools, backsaver handle. Is that a backsaver handle? I wouldn't say it is. I mean, it's a slightly curved handle. Interestingly, the other machines make no deal of their handle. The handle is just the handle. I guess they were sort of fishing around for something to put on the front. And stair hose, which, yes, it is a stair clean hose. It is a very long, very, very stretchy hose. And then, interestingly, we have some words here. So we've got technology, research, and innovation, which come up in this like weird sort of diode graphic. It's a graphic for a diode. What's that about? Very strange. Again, it would be really interesting to know if anybody is familiar with the Eureka version of this cleaner. Did it have the same graphics on the front? Did it say technology, research, innovation, Smart Vac with all of these different things? And did it have this diode symbol on it? It was everything else the same. I guess the only thing that would be different here, it says Electrolux on this version, but I guess the US one would have said Eureka. But yeah, it's fascinating. So that's me going on about this really weird, really awful, but really cool vacuum cleaner. Yeah, I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed that I have this, and it was one that I didn't know was out there. So I guess we should take it into the lounge, give it a run, see how it works. There's something slightly different about this one. Now I've used the other Power System machines. This one sounds slightly different. It sounds like it's got better bristles on the brush roll. It sounds like it's doing more work. If I just bring it back and show you underneath, this is all exactly the same as the other machines. This brush roll is the same. It's quite a thin brush roll, but I don't know what they've done here. Maybe the bristles are slightly stiffer. That could be it, because they sometimes change them for the US market, and sometimes the US machines have larger brush rolls, stiffer bristles, and I think that's probably what's happened here, because it doesn't sound to me, to my ear, like the other Power Systems do. But there we go. So yeah, anyway, that's enough waffle. Really hope you like it. Hope you've enjoyed seeing it. If anybody has any information on it, either the US or the European side of the pond, please let me know. I really want to hear from you on this one, because yeah, I need to know. Thanks ever so much for watching. As usual, don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, etc. Really helps me out and I always appreciate it. So let's take it into the lounge, give it a run, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Now friends, don't leave just yet, because there's something else I want to show you. So here we are on the back of the 1718, my god, a great name, the Smart Vac. Now I don't know if you can hear it, but when the machine's running, I'm just going to turn it on, there's like a hissing noise, listen. So a definite hiss there, and this machine has that ridiculous feature that was fitted at the time where, because there's so much power, bit of oat mess there's so much suction and so much airflow that the machine has a safety release valve. I'll turn it on so you can hear it, listen. So you can hear there that stupid hissing noise. I think it comes from underneath, actually, that's somewhere around here, possibly here at this point. But what is even more ridiculous about this particular machine is that there's a hole in it. There's a hole here. And that, what you can see through that hole is the bag. So not only does it have a suction safety release valve, they cut a hole in it. So just let me let's take the hose off for this so I can seal the hose. So watch. So the machine is so powerful that not only does it need a ridiculous release valve, but they also had to cut out a hole in the back body. Let me bring you down a little bit so I can, yeah. And what you can actually see there is the bag. That is the paper of the bag through that hole. So there we go. Just one more secret to be revealed by the super bizarre Electrolux Smart Vac. That's also a Eureka that came from the States but could have been made in the UK. There we go. Take care, guys. Bye.